What's going on, y'all? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to change the tire in 5 easy steps. Let's get to it. So step number one, you want to loosen your lugs. It's an unwritten rule. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard this before, but if you don't know which direction to go, it's like a little saying: lefty loosey, righty tighty. So what that means is, if you turn to the left, that is the direction that is going to loosen your lugs for you, and if you turn to the right, that is the direction that's going to tighten them. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Remember that. Oh, and another thing, my bad. It's important to know, like, to have all your tools already ready and already on you. You don't wanna have a flat and realize you don't have the tools to change a flat tire. So moving on, step number two, you want to jack the car up. And when you get ready to jack the car up, it's important that you get down there and look at what you're placing your jack on. A lot of cars now are like carbon fiber, and you don't want to just throw your jack under there and you placing it on a piece of plastic, because what it's going to do is, as you jack the car up, the car heavy as hell, it's going to bend that plastic and it's going to break it. So when you get under there, you want to make sure you're placing it on the frame of the car, which should be metal. That way you don't damage your vehicle. So step number two, jack the car up. And now we're moving on to step number three. You want to replace your tire. So pop your flat tire out and go ahead and replace that with the new tire that you're going to put on there. Step number three, replace the tire. So this is pretty quick, man. 5 simple steps. And another thing, this process, it's not no quick process, and it's also not a long, strenuous process. This will take you probably about 15, no more than 20 minutes to change the tire. So if you get a flat tire, just know, postpone whatever you had going on for the next 15, 20 minutes. So if you're on your way to work, you ain't got to call in, but just know you're going to be 15 to 20 minutes late dealing with a flat tire out here. And it's important that you don't rush the process. You go through each step. You really take your time and make sure, you're not trying to rush it or anything, because that's what leads to like problems and whatnot. So step number three, replace the tire. This here probably take the most time, because you just gotta lift that tire up and you gotta make sure it fit on there right. You gotta turn it, keep turning it until it fits all the way in there. So all in all, unedited, it took me 16 minutes, I believe, to change this tire. And it was cold as hell out there, so for real. So step number three, replace your tire. Once you got your tire on, fit it right, you're moving on to step number four, tightening your lugs up. So remember, in the beginning, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So when you're tightening up these lugs, you want to turn them to the right, and you want to go slow with it. I sped it up for time's sake, for editing purposes, but this is a process that you really want to go slow with it. You want to take your time. You want to make sure that you're not stripping those lugs, because if you strip your lugs, it's going to be useless. It's going to be pointless. Like, you might as well take the lug off, because it's not going to do anything for you. And what I mean by stripping your lugs is trying to go too fast when you tighten them up, and you can hear it. It's going to make like a little screeching noise, and then it's going to pop. So that's what you don't want. You want to take your time with this. You want to go nice and slow. You want to get them on there snug, and then you want to turn it a little extra until it's nice and tight. And that's when you got a nice tightened lug and your tire not going anywhere. It's not going to fall off as you ride down the road. Yeah, you want to go at about this speed right here. Make sure you get them on there nice and tight. Then Watch me as I'm turning it around. I'm going nice and slow, making sure my lugs are nice and tight and snug. And that's all you need. That's all you need. Another thing, check to make sure that you have a lot of thread coming out. That's how you know they're tight. If your lugs is like on the edge of the thing, if it's on the edge, then it's not tight, bro. Tighten it up till it get all the way in there until you got a lot of thread left. And then you're really done. Like, almost done. One step left. And that's to lower your jack. Lower your jack down. After you lower your jack, you done, man. You just changed the tire. Congrats, you just changed the tire. That's it. All the steps. 5 easy, simple steps to changing the tire. I'm gonna go over them. Step 1, you wanna loosen your lugs up. Step 2, you wanna jack up the car. Step 3, you wanna replace your tire. Step 4, you want to tighten your lugs back up. Be sure to go slow, not to strip the lugs. And last but not least, step 5, you want to lower your jack. And after you lower your jack, you're done, man. It's a wrap. You just change the tire. Thank y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. I'm out.